YouTube viewers, this is Michael Romeo, and I'm here to talk about books. And I am so glad you are here. If you're a repeat viewer, I'm so glad you came back. If you're a new viewer, so glad you found your way here. And I am just thrilled to have another opportunity to talk about books. And here we have the teeny tiny book haul. And you think of a book haul, and people coming with bags from the library sale, and but this is only three books, but 7 novels though, because one is a compilation. So without further ado, let me tell you about these books. And these are books that fit into my project of reading books that were on my mother's bookshelf, or that I remember being on my mother's bookshelf. Memory can be faulty, but I think these books were on her bookshelf. And my goal to read as many of them as I can remember. So first up, we got The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit, and it's obviously a used copy. All of these are used copies from thrift books. See if I can get the thrift book sticker off. This becomes a challenge every time I buy from thrift books. There we go. That one came off good. Man in the Gray Flannel Suit. Can I get it there? I don't know. It's kind of hard to read on the screen, I guess. I know what to do. I will flip to the title page. There, now you can read it. The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit by Sloan Wilson. And this is a book from 1955. Okay? And I'm looking to see if it's a first edition or something, but it looks like it's probably a book club edition. But anyway, solid 20th century classic, Man in the Gray Flannel Suit. But there's no dust jacket, so I can't read you the blurbs about what it's about. But I did go to Goodreads here on my tablet, and I'll read that. The book is The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit is a novel about the American search for purpose in a world dominated by business. Tom and Betsy Rath share a struggle to find contentment in their hectic and material culture, while several other characters fight essentially the same battle, but struggle in it for different reasons. In the end, it is a story of taking responsibility for one's own life. Like I said, it's a classic 20th century novel, and I'm looking forward to reading it. It was made into a hit movie. Oh, who was in it? Was it Burt Lancaster that was in it? I never did see the movie, but I am aware of it, and I'm aware of it being a big hit of a movie. Second up is this book by Laura Z. Hobson called Consenting Adult. Now, I read another book by Laura Z. Hobson last year, which ended up on my favorites list. It was on my top books for 2022, and that one was A Gentleman's Agreement, a book about anti-Semitism in the 1940s. This one is supposed to be her best book since that one, and controversial at the time it came out. It's about a young man who comes out to his mother as gay, and does so through a letter, and the mother, who has a fairly, secure life. She's living the life that, a woman, an intelligent, well-spoken woman would live in the 1960s. Um, and now she's got to contend with the fact that her son has come out to her as a homosexual. And remember, this is the 1960s. When did this book come out? This book came out. It came out in 1975, but it's about the 1960s. It's broken up into three parts: 1960 to 61, 65 to 66, and then 68 to 73. Um, and it's how she chooses to defend um, her son's lifestyle in a society that still viewed homosexuality as an illness, as a mental illness, as a disorder. Um, Unfortunately, we still have some that look at it that way today still. Um, and it's supposed to be quite the powerful book. And it should be fascinating to see the 1960s view of the topic and how it's handled. Or is Hobson, when she did Gentleman's Agreement on anti-Semitism, did it quite well and quite effectively. Got a teeny tiny book haul going on here. I already said that. So we have to have a teeny tiny little girl paying a visit. This is Tetley, as just many of you know. She is my sanity. She is my... If I needed an emotional support animal, she would be it. She is the sweetest little thing on the face of this earth. Aren't you? Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Yeah, mwah, you too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so from consenting adult, we're moving on to 5 complete and unabridged novels by Susan Howatch. Now, these are her early Gothic suspense novels, and I do have a weak spot for Gothic suspense novels, especially Gothic suspense of the 20th century. I don't think I've ever read Gothic suspense of the 21st century. But of the 20th century, Gothic suspense novels are a load of fun, and I think there's only one of these that I've read before, The Waiting Sands. It's titled, sounds very familiar. I don't think I've read the others. The Shrouded Walls, The Dark Shore, with The Waiting Sands, April's Grave, and The Devil on Lammas Night. And Susan Howatch is a brilliant writer. She cut her teeth writing these, what some people would consider toss-away suspense novels, and went on to write some major historical epics, and including a series called the Starbridge series about the Church of England, which I've read the first book of, and the first book which just blew me away. It is definitely on my list of favorites, and I think I've already included it in one of my episodes of my 120 favorites. It was called Glittering Images. But yeah, so it's 5 of her, and this is a light reading. It's fun reading. It's a genre that a lot of people just toss off as being pointless, but I enjoy them, and without apology. And oh my goodness, look at this in the back here. They have 5 Daphne du Maurier novels available, 4 complete Erwin Shaw novels, Edna Ferber, 5 complete novels, Frederick Forsyth. Anyway, I love compilations like this. This is how I also got introduced to Agatha Christie, was a book like this that was a compilation of 3 of her books, 3 of her novels. And I loved Agatha Christie ever since then. But Susan Howatch, if you've never read Susan Howatch, she was a 20th century dynamo. People just love her books. So that's my teeny tiny book haul. And it's a fun one. Yeah, you heard me say teeny tiny, so you're coming back? Because you know that's your nickname. Teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. Yeah, you're as big as you're going to get. Yes, you are. And you are just as sweet as they come. Yeah. Say hi to everybody. You don't even know what we're doing, do you? You have no idea that many people are going to be looking at your beautiful little face on the internet. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I'm telling the truth. Yes. So that's it. Coming up within the next day or two, I just got to do some post-production work on it. Will be all about our May read for the Great 20th Century Deep Dive Book Club and how it ties in with horror mayhem. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be up in a day or two. And that's it for now. I appreciate spending this time with you. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about books because I love books. Books are they're my favorite topic besides Yorkies and maybe my wife. Um, so talk to you soon. Have fun. Keep reading. It's a great thing to do. And this does